me. You may have noticed my title is Hi, I'm Gabe. And there's a story behind that. I'm not actually gay, so put that to rest. But I've been a server for 4 years at Outback Steakhouse, and it's kind of loud in there, and I have a tendency to mumble a little bit. So when I say Gabe, every now and then I'll have a table who hears gay, and they just think that I'm really forward about my sexuality, and I just say, hi, I'm gay, when I introduce myself. So when I first started serving, I had a couple that was really nice and stuff, and I guess they heard gay, and then at the end of the dinner, they were just like, hey, we just want you to know that it's cool with us, but you probably shouldn't be so forward when you're introducing yourself to your tables. And I was like, I didn't know what they were talking about. And they said, well, you're gay, right? And I was like, no, my name's Gabe. And they felt bad, and I got a fat six. So from then on, I always introduce myself as Gabriel, which is my full name. So I either introduce myself to y'all as Gabriel or Gabe. I don't care which one, really. So, start with, I grew up in the Colony. I went to the Colony High School, and I graduated in 2006. And then I decided that I would save some money and go to Collin Community College for a year and try to knock out some basics. And I really had no idea what I wanted to do at the time. So after that year, I transferred to Texas Tech and enrolled as a dual major, civil engineering and architecture, which there was me and one other kid in the entire school doing this. So it was daunting, to say the least, but whatever. So I was there for 2 years, and in my second year, I decided that I would day trade during the day and party at night instead of going to classes. So I started making money doing that, and I ended up having a horrible GPA because I didn't go to class, and I thought I could just take the test and pass everything. So I left with a .7 GPA, which is fantastic, right? After that, I came home kind of depressed because I felt like a failure, and I didn't have a job, so that's when I started working at Outback Steakhouse. I started as a host, and I worked my way up to server, and then trainer, and all that other stuff. And during that time, it was a really good opportunity for me to come out of my shell a lot. I guess waiting tables, you're constantly meeting people, and you have to learn to talk to everybody. So when I came back, I decided to go back to Collin, and I had a really great accounting teacher, and she kind of changed my perceptions of the industry and the career, because my dad was an accountant. So I just thought it was really boring, and it was just Excel spreadsheets all day, which it might be, but I want to do audit, which I don't know. It might not be any better, but anyway. I was dead set against being an accountant when I was growing up, just because my dad was one. But I decided that I really liked it, and I wanted to become an accountant then. So I tried to get into UTD. I was denied because my .7 GPA came back to haunt me a little bit. So I got motivated and decided I needed to get my stuff together. And I got a 4.0 that semester on 18 hours. And I finally got accepted, barely meeting the minimum requirements to get in here. And in my second semester, then I was on the Dean's List, which was a big moment for me, not just because, I mean, Dean's List isn't that big of a deal for most people, but coming from a .7 GPA to the Dean's List, I felt really proud of myself for that one. Some fun facts about myself. I like to do woodworking, so I recently built a bed. I also like to build gaming PCs. I tried selling them on Craigslist, but I just became like free tech support for people, so I got a lot of emails about my computer won't start and tell me what I did not want to do. When I was a kid, I was really into sports like soccer, basketball, and ballet. Yeah, my mom decided it was a brilliant idea to enroll me in ballet with my sister when I was like 5. Clearly, she wanted me to be really popular in school. All my friends at the time. There's nothing more popular than a ballet kid with all your 8-year-old peers. I have an older sister and an older brother, and I have a younger sister. My older sister's like 45, my brother's 43, and then my younger sister's 23, and she recently got married. I like to kayak on White Rock Lake when I get the chance, but it's expensive because I don't actually have a kayak, so I have to go rent it, and it's like $30. And I don't have a truck, so I have to find friends that have transportation and are willing to go with me. And I try not to take myself too seriously. So in conclusion, I would just like to say that my name is Gabe and not Gabe. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabe, so much for sharing.